What's up, Quadcopter fans? I'm HungerDrone.com. Today I'm going to be flying my MJX X600. I have a RunCam attached to the bottom of this quadcopter. Feels a little heavy, so we'll see if this little sucker can actually lift the RunCam. There was some throttle dropout that I did notice with the quadcopter in previous flights, so it is recording. I'm going to go ahead and switch the mode here, so my sticks are spring loaded on the throttle to help keep it in the air, but as you can see, it is lifting it. We are recording. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be strong enough to lift this, since the RunCam weighs about as much as the quadcopter, but it actually can, and it's doing it with ease so far. So not sure what the battery life's going to be on the quadcopter with the RunCam attached. I just have it attached with some Velcro, and then I also have a rubber band running around and then one tying the rubber band together. So it'd be interesting to see also what kind of footage we get out of it. Now, I had attached a cheaper SIMA X5 camera to the bottom of this. It wasn't the correct camera, so it was having some issues recording, transmitting the signal, so the footage, but so far I'm impressed that it's handling it. You know, with the 6 motors, it probably allows this little sucker to lift a heavier payload, and I'll be interested to see what the gelling effect, if any, there is on this quadcopter. So this quadcopter is a pretty smooth flyer, since it is a hexacopter. I keep calling it a quadcopter. Biggest hexacopter that I personally own. And when it gets out there a little bit, it is kind of tough to tell the orientation. I'll keep it in the air so that way we can see the black hexacopter versus the sky as opposed to the background. So if you'll notice, I have the stick spring loaded. I will not be doing any flips. Not sure how it'll handle the flips with this RunCam on it. That wouldn't be smart to do. It does have little plastic gear driven motors, so you know, this is probably putting quite a bit of stress on those motors. So this isn't probably something that I'm going to want to do all the time, but you know, I'm assuming every once in a while it won't hurt this quadcopter to fly like this. Now, I have noticed one thing, that my lights are off. I think I did hit a button prior to taking off, which could cause the lights to go off. So I have the throttle cranked up at full speed on the throttle knob, plus the spring loaded stick on the left hand side where the throttle stick is, so that's helping keep this in the air. I was noticing the dropout in throttle when I was just using the normal mechanics, not spring loaded on the left hand side. Since this stick can go between different modes, it allows you to be able to spring load the right and left stick depending on how you typically fly. So what I've done is I've just spring loaded the left stick, which is the throttle in mode 2, which then gives it 50% throttle at all time, which is helping prevent this throttle dropout issue. So far so good. We're probably going on 3-4 minutes. Very, very, very smooth. We'll bring it in close so we can get a look at it. Looks like we're getting a little weird feedback there. Not sure what that was all about. But we'll fly it overhead and take a look. So the RunCam's just on the bottom there. Like I said, just hooked up with the Velcro, and then a rubber band looping around. But it's holding it, so very impressed with it, especially the size of this quadcopter. It's almost a mini, yet it's able to generate enough lift to pick the RunCam up. Now, the RunCam's not as heavy as, let's say, a GoPro, but for this type of quadcopter, it is still fairly heavy. People doing the quadcopters with the RunCam saying that this one wouldn't be able to lift it up. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for landing And that's the MJX 600 Hexacopter with the RunCam attached to the bottom.